What a beautiful day for a fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd O.
Bugsy Malone. Yes, you heard that right. The UK rapper gonna try his hand at the sweet science. Roy.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
You got the fresh air, you got the breeze, but you've got the fans baying for you.
Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Good defense to block the hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. They blocked the hook. He did more work in the gym. That's what it might come down to, considering how hot and humid it is today.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Nice counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Missing with that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. Here we go for round 2. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
Fighters just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Good defense on that right hook. Lucky that hook didn't score. Fighters landing in these exchanges, judges going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. talk about Malone in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. The bell rings and we start the third. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Straight right just misses. That big hook doesn't land. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest.
On to the fourth we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Carrying away the right hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? A perfect counter shot. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What's the referee thinking right now? And down goes Bugsy Malone. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we continue.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
On to the fifth we go. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That one lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Just missed with that jab. Stumbling around in potholes. And that'll do it as Malone goes to the canvas. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.